female ostrich with 11 little chicks. There's been a little bit of interaction between the guinea fowl and the chicks. I think the guinea fowl have been bullying them a little bit, but they're playing with fire because one kick from these adults and that would be dispatched. So there's actually two species of ostriches. This, the common ostrich, which is native to most parts of sub-Saharan Africa, as well as the Somali ostrich, which is native to the Horn of Africa. Now, Liverpool bird, yes, teeny tiny babies, and lots of them, 11. Now, it's not necessarily all of the same female. There will be subordinate females that will lay their eggs in the same nest, but it will be then sort of managed by the dominant female and male, who both look after the chicks and the nest itself. See a lovely splay of her feathers there. Mainly herbivorous, but they'll pretty much feed on anything in front of them. With eyes the size pretty much of billiard balls. As you see, anytime there's any sign of danger, they'll all scuttle back to the adults. And I think it must be one of the only animals in the world where its eye is much bigger than its brain. Its brain is almost the size of a pea. Very good eyesight, but more so occurring in the semi-arid to arid regions. Desert-adapted creature, much like the gemsbok and the springbok. They're water independent, so they actually never need to drink water in their entire lives. They will do, and we have seen them doing that when there is water availability. But their bodies are very good at consuming water. Conserving water, sorry, not consuming. So what I've noticed, the difference here, and I was chatting with Morgan, is that when they defecate, and we're going to see the one defecate now, there's a lot of fluid in that, and obviously it's a cloaca, so just like the birds, all the other birds, only one exit, so they urinate and defecate out of the same sortie or exit, and the white in it is the uric acid. But here, where there's a lot of water and there's obviously a lot of moisture on the vegetation that they eat, they're consuming a lot of H2O, so that a lot of it will pass. But up in the Namib and in the Kalahari, when you see ostriches defecate, you hardly see any liquid at all. Whereas here, as we're witnessing, there's sometimes even more liquid than there is solids. And that's just to do with the water availability. Now, Pam, you're asking how many of these you think would survive. Well, that's a good question. Very often, particularly in these parts, I must say, so this far east where there's a lot more humidity, it can get quite wet and cold, and for extended periods, that's when those chicks are most susceptible, from dying or being exposed to the elements. So if it's wet and cold for a few consecutive days, you have a large die-off of